The show focused on delivering beneficial information on everything to do with products and services that can improve your life. This is Experts on Call on AM 650.
Welcome back to the program. Sterling Fox with you, joined in studio by Norm Brown from Norburn Lighting on the Langley Bypass and on East Hastings in Burnaby, also a store in Kelowna. Norm, it's great to have you in studio. We've done the Lighting 101. You've given us some degree of appreciation for the different types of lighting that residential light people's homes.
Yep.
And you've also discussed the light bulbs that go into all of these different types of lighting. So now, let's go through the home.
Sure.
What's the toughest room in anybody's home to light?
Kitchen.
Okay, because you've got tasks, right? And you've got general, because you need to see what you're doing in the room. And you've got accents.
And you've got decorative.
Oh, my goodness.
They're all in there.
Okay, so what's the most important? I would think in the kitchen, the most important would be the task, the ability to cook, get the job done.
Yep. Well, it's not just cooking. You got food preparation. You've got cooking. You've got kids doing homework.
Mm-hmm.
You might have some reading. You're reading the cookbook. There's the computers in the internet's in there. There's a whole bunch of tasks in today's modern kitchen. You just don't walk in, cook, and walk back out. You live there. The high-end homes now have got the where you sit and talk to the hostess or host as they're cooking.
Oh yes, absolutely.
So it's
the heart of any household, isn't it?
Absolutely.
Is it the most expensive room in the house to light because of that?
Probably.
Okay.
Probably. A typical kitchen that I design has recessed lighting.
That's the pots in the
pot
ceiling,
lights,
right?
And they do general lighting, down lighting.
Okay.
And the smaller ones do accent. Maybe some art, or maybe there's stuff, collectibles on top of the cabinets.
Mm-hmm.
Decorative might be over the sink or over the eating bar, where you really don't need the light, but it might be sort of a dropping screen to divide the room.
Right, yeah.
So there's all kinds of things. Task is the toughest. You got under-counter lighting, and there's all kinds of stuff there. Puck lights, linear lighting, linear fluorescent. We're putting lots of light now in the kick space to highlight the floors.
Okay.
So there's all kinds.
In some of the older kitchens, one of the main centers of light for working on the stove is the light in the hood over the stove. And it's usually just a 60-watt bulb. That's kind of old school, Norm. So what in 2013 would you put there instead?
Well, I wouldn't, okay? But you're half right. The 60-watt, what that light bulb does is gets rid of shadows.
Yes.
Okay, that's all it's there for.
Okay.
Really. The light from behind, whether it be a large fluorescent or a series of recessed lighting, that gives you your general lighting, but your body causes the shadow.
Yes.
Right. So that light over the stove in the range hood should be to get rid of shadows. If it's the main light for cooking over the stove, your lighting in your kitchen is not good enough.
Okay.
Okay. So that 60-watt light bulb is to get rid of the shadows, as is all the under-counter lighting. That's all it's there for, is to get rid of the shadows of the good light coming in the kitchen.
Oh, okay.
Now, if you got lousy light in the kitchen, then all those become more important.
Interesting stuff.
Okay.
So when
it's called lighting by layering. You have different layers of light, and they interplay with each other.
When people consider a renovation, and as we're looking at an interesting changing real estate dynamic around British Columbia, let alone here in the Lower Mainland, people are, there's changing reality in real estate, and people are contemplating renovation. Oh, well, maybe we'll just stay here.
Sure.
Just spiff it up a little bit. No need to go through all of that.
Nope.
And maybe even, the prices aren't where we wanted them to be. So we're staying here. When people decide they take the decision to renovate, do you think, from your experience, do they spend as much time on the lighting as they would do on the appliances or the island or not in the middle of the room?
Never.
And why is that?
My fault. My industry's fault. We haven't generated the interest in lighting.
Okay.
Most of the people that come in that want better lighting in the kitchen is because they know they've had lousy lighting.
Well, sure. That's okay. Yeah.
The second thing is that many times they don't get the right information from the subtrades, because the subtrades haven't been trained in lighting, and they're also driven to get the job by keeping the cost down. So they're not getting the right advice. Okay. And so all we say, if you're going to do your kitchen, bring in a plan. Let us show you what we would do. I did a month ago for two of my Rotarian friends in Salmon Arm. Major renovation. They're my age. They realized they had bad lighting. So I went over in 20 minutes, half an hour. I told them what I would do and said, here's what I would do. Talk to your general contractor and electrician, but this is what I would do.
So
I did a little more than that. I told them I'd kill him. They didn't buy it. Use it for me.
Take my advice, or
yeah,
else.
absolutely. Yeah.
So, but in terms of planning, and again, here we are in the spring. It's a lot of this energy is going on right now as
Right.
people are making these decisions.
Right.
So, if there is a renovation, particularly a kitchen renovation,
Right.
the heart of the household,
Absolutely.
then for goodness sake, pay some attention to the lighting details and consult an expert. Stop by a Norburn Lighting and Bath Center store and talk to the experts. Bring if possible, bring a floor plan.
No, bring a floor plan.
Okay.
It doesn't have to be the scale. And
You don't need the architect's blueprints or any of that.
No.
Okay.
And we're in the selling game, absolutely. And I'd like you to come in and buy from me.
Sure.
But we also love doing lighting. So come in, let us give you some advice. If you want to get the subtrade to do it, go right ahead. But at least think about lighting. You're going to spend $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 on a kitchen today,
Sure.
really easily, right? Probably the lighting package might be $1,000 to do it properly. We're not talking a zillion dollars.
It's that small a proportion.
Absolutely.
Interesting.
Absolutely. You can go wild if
Of
you want to
course.
put a $2,000 chandelier over the table, but by and large, I can do a kitchen for well under $1,000 and do it properly.
Right.
Look at that in relation to your whole package.
Interesting.
And talk
Good
to somebody who's
advice.
been trained in lighting.
Good advice. Well, of course, you can't get any better than a person who is a certified residential lighting consultant like our Norm Brown. So what's the second most challenging room in any home to light?
Probably the ensuite plumbing.
Really?
Yeah, master bedroom, bathroom.
That little room.
No, they're not little anymore.
Well, that's true. Some of them have bathtubs.
They all have bathtubs.
Well,
That's
no,
what
but
I call
no.
a
Some of
bathroom.
them have stand-up showers in lieu of a tub. Some of them.
Some are doing that. By and large, most of them are not, because the bathtub could be a killer on a resale situation.
Okay.
You put a shower in there, and in 10 years now you're trying to sell the house, and the bathtub might be a killer for the woman, if a woman or man that uses the bathtub to soak in.
Sure.
Right? So bathtubs are there. But, think about it for a second. We do the bathtub. You could be soaking and reading a book in the bathtub. You've got all kinds of things you're doing. You should have extra light in the shower.
And let me interrupt you to just point out that the bathtubs, in addition to the reading lights, are also at Norburn.
Absolutely.
So
Absolutely.
it's kind of
wow.
That's kind of a full service
Thank
thing
you very
going
much.
on
I didn't want to bring that up. But, shower, we have lights that go inside the shower to give you increased light levels there.
And that's cool.
And we have...
You see those properly done? That's
absolutely.
cool.
And the key to them is to light the walls.
Yes.
Not the floor. Okay. If you light the floor of a shower, all you see is the hair. If you
And
light
how attractive can that
yeah,
be?
that's
huh?
cool. But if you light the tile, A, it brings the tile alive, and 2, it bounces back and gives you this vertical light that fills all the shadows in your face.
But it's the master bathroom, the ensuite, that is more challenging than the main bathroom, even though it may be used by more members of the household. I'm thinking a family with kids, etc.
Yeah.
Because it's more functional, the main bathroom. You go have a bath, you wash your hands, and you're done.
The ensuite
you soak in the tub, you put on a candle, you put some music on, you tell the world to buzz off for
You do your makeup there. Okay, the man shaves. Okay, the shower. We have bidets now. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on there, and it all needs light.
Sure.
Okay, and so that's the most complex. I mean, if you want to light, the best light in the world to do makeup for shaving is a light on either side of your face at 5'6", about 30 inches apart.
Oh, really?
That's where they should be.
Because most bathrooms have those light bars over the big mirror with 3 or 4 bulbs, some of them clear, some of them opaque.
Sure.
And that's the big light, the big bright light in the bathroom that you're supposed to do everything by.
Absolutely. So you'll end up, I could put 200-watt light bulbs on either side of my face and have more than enough light to get in on the bathroom, as well as do my makeup or shaving, my wife's makeup, not my makeup.
Yeah.
But what they tend to do is throw in 500 watts of light in those big balls, and most of it's wasted. So you can go back to lighting manuals of 40 and 50 years ago I have, and it was one on either side of the face. But all of a sudden they went to one because they could cut down the cost of electricity. You only had to have one box when you wired the house.
But so how do we deal with that? Now, if it's proper to have one light on
either
either
side
side of the face, and there's 4 bulbs in the bar. You don't want to take them out and have 2 holes in the bar. What do? Do you put in a lower output bulb?
Sure.
So you've still got the holes all
If you want to leave that
filled
up there, sure. Just put low wattage bulbs in.
or take the darn thing
Exactly.
off
Sure.
and relocate.
We're talking
to,
renovation.
Right,
It's hard to
exactly.
put 2 light fixtures in
Okay,
there.
so but the beauty of a renovating a bathroom project is you can go to, and I imagine you would encourage the same behavior as in the
Absolutely.
kitchen. Come to us with a floor plan.
Sure.
Give us an idea of what size you're working with, what elements, whether you want a tub, you want a shower, you want both,
Yep.
etc. And it's all there, all the bath fixtures
Yep.
and the tubs and all those options in addition to the lighting.
Sure. I mean, we've got en-suites now in a lot of the homes where they're hanging a chandelier in the middle of the room in the ensuite.
In the ensuite.
In the ensuite. Sure. It's decorative.
Yeah, exactly.
But we put recessed lighting over the tub for reading. We put a recessed light in the shower for washing. We put wall brackets on either side of your face for makeup.
Okay.
And then you got this fixture in the center that either can give you some good general lighting or it gives you that feeling you want for decoration.
Okay. I need to take a break, but I want to finish off the
Sure.
bathroom. So that we've talked about the ensuite.
Yep.
And then there's the main bathroom,
Right.
which is the one that most of your guests use.
Yes.
In addition to your family.
Sure.
So that's you want to make that look nice.
Yep.
But would the same lighting rules apply?
Yep, absolutely. You're probably not going to have the big fancy tub, the soaker tub.
Right. Of course.
Okay. And you might have a shower and bathtub combination,
Combined,
so you got
yeah.
one light.
Right.
But the light on the face, on either side of your face, is key in any bathroom, except for the powder room.
Oh, and that was my next question. So the only other possibility on the bathroom file would be a powder room, which usually in many homes is on the main floor, fairly close to the front door.
For visitors
It's where
only.
visitors,
Sure.
and it's more of a showpiece.
It is a showpiece.
Oh, okay.
It is a showpiece. You can put recessed lighting in a bathroom in the powder room because you want to show off that $2,000 sink you put in there to become the showpiece. But the powder room is a showpiece. I always thought my wife went to the powder room to powder her nose. That's not the case. That's in many cases it's the woman's of the house. That's her statement.
Okay.
It's over the top in many cases, but it's her statement. You've walked into bathrooms as powder rooms where you don't want to touch the towel.
Oh, I know, absolutely.
Right?
Yeah, you feel bad about drying your
So
hands.
the lighting in the powder room is for effect.
Okay.
More than function.
Well, that's an interesting little sidebar to learn. All right. Norm Brown from Norburn Lighting is with us. NorburnLightingandBath.com, their outstanding website. So we've talked about the bathrooms in the house and the kitchen, Norm. When we come back, we're going to talk about the room that Norm says is always the worst lit room in anybody's house. It's where you entertain. It's your living room. We'll straighten that file out after this.
There's still more ahead with Experts on Call, the show focused on delivering relevant and beneficial consumer information. This is Experts on Call on AM 650.